Here we go. Here we go. Steve Domenico and Ahnise Kassab in the Room podcast, man. Welcome to the room, my man. First time in here. I know you've seen it from the outside, man. Haven't got your view on it. Not big, but walking in, man. How you feel?
Oh, dude, are you kidding me? I absolutely love it. Like, it's sick. First off, this room is dope. And also on top of that, the thing that you're doing for the fighters in New England, man, seriously, it's huge. And I love seeing it. Anything that we can do to grow the community.
Excellent, my man. People out there, I had to go live on Facebook because I'm an idiot and something happened with my YouTube linking, and I said, you know what, fuck it. I panicked a little bit and I went on Facebook, and I think it'll work out a little better because more people on Facebook than on my YouTube. They come on later or they watch it tomorrow. Facebook, people are just passing by. It's going on their feeds now, and they go, "Oh, Domenico's big head is on there." I also, in a panic, shared it to my Steve Nema page. That's a personal page that no one's supposed to know about, but tonight you all know about it. So that is my burner page. That is the page that I use to interview fighters a lot on their messenger because I don't get all the tings and bings and people messaging me there. I will block all you motherfuckers if you attempt to message me there. That's all I'm saying. So, my man, a lot to cover here tonight. A little late because of my technical difficulties, but my dude, you coming from Triforce?
Yeah.
You're a coach there, coaching on Tuesday nights, any other nights also?
Yeah, so I coach on Tuesday nights. That's no-gi, and that's actually what I just left to get here for this podcast. And then on Sunday nights at around 4 o'clock, I coach in the gi. So, yeah, 2 different classes that I'm coaching right now, and it's been fun, man. It's probably been about 6-7 months of me coaching. I've been absolutely loving the second of it.
Excellent. You're purple belt.
Yeah, I'm a purple belt.
Fresh, a couple of stripes. What are you right now?
Actually, I have 4 stripes in my purple belt right now, so I'm in what we call purgatory, you know. So I can't complain, but the brown belt should be coming. Hopefully, we'll see.
Awesome.
Yeah,
What's that? All right, purgatory. What's the last step? Because I know a lot of people fall off in the blue belt. How? I would imagine when you're close to that purple, you're not falling off. But where do you see a lot of the fighters? A lot of the jiu-jitsu practitioners that maybe in a blue belt might fall off in a blue belt, lose that kind of passion to keep it going.
To be honest with you, I feel like it's mainly because of the difficulty of the sport. The thing is, it's very easy in the beginning to learn basic positional techniques like, side control, the mount. It's easy to understand, the basic positions. But after that, in order to become advanced in jiu-jitsu, because of purple belt, you're advanced. And for those that don't know, it goes white, blue, then purple. And blue belt is generally speaking where most people are going to quit. And I believe that that's because it's difficult to become advanced. At a purple belt, you're at an advanced level, and you have to be really good at stringing things together. And the gap between a blue belt and a purple belt, in my opinion, has so far been the hardest transition that I've had in jiu-jitsu. So that's mainly it. I believe that it's because people need to start learning how to string different moves together and get really creative. And it's complicated. It's hard.
Reps. Getting beatings, suffocating.
Yeah.
I would imagine at some point it clicks for some people to get over that plateau that a lot of people fail at.
Absolutely, man. It's definitely a journey in the beginning, and then once you reach that plateau, it's really hard to break out of that. And I believe that there's a couple of secrets to breaking out of it. One is absolutely drilling and performing a lot of repetitions, man. You got to practice new techniques, skills. The other thing, you have to go with people that are better than you. If you become the blue belt who's constantly going up against white belts just because you want to beat up every new guy that walks in the gym, you're messing yourself up, man. So I actually kind of fell into that trap a little bit recently as a purple belt. Once I started coaching, the majority of the time I was at Triforce, I was just coaching and rolling with the guys I was teaching. I started to kind of drift away from training with a lot of our black belts and brown belts. I didn't do it on purpose. It's just because I got busy coaching. And then sure enough, Coach Pete, baby, Peter Jeffrey, he pulled me aside, and God bless that man. He told me, hey, Ahnise, listen, you got to start playing with your friends more, brother.
Yeah.
Get on the mat, start rolling with the big boys. And so far, I feel like I'm definitely advancing. Thank you, Pete.
Excellent. A lot to cover here because there's a whole another half, 3/4 of your life that we got, a lot of stuff going on. But my friend, how did you get into jiu-jitsu? How old are you, by the way?
I'm 27 years old.
Okay. How did you, find that passion for jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, so I mean, I won't go too crazy deep into the story because I know we have a lot to cover today. But long story short, I was going through a really tough time mentally. It was right around the time when my younger sister had passed away. God rest her soul.
I'm sorry.
Ava. No, it's the time has passed. We've learned to accept it. But during that period of time, that's when I started to realize like I needed to make a change in my life because mentally it was destroying me. So I started off wanting to do MMA out of like a anger thing, out of like an immature kind of anger mindset. I just wanted to let out my anger and honestly hurt people. As messed up as that sounds, that's what was going in my head.
Yeah.
Ended up being the best thing for me because jiu-jitsu taught me that you absolutely need to remain calm and control your emotions. This is not a sport for an angry douchebag. This is a sport for somebody who has complete voluntary control over their.
Yeah, the spaz effect.
Yeah, the
The
spaz
spaz
effect,
effect.
baby. You know all about it. We all
Yeah,
been through it.
I'm there every time I
Yeah.
bro, because I'm that guy. I'm not the blue belt plateau. I'm that one stripe, two stripes,
Yes.
white belt plateau guy.
Yeah, speaking of which, you owe me
Yeah.
$20 and Dion
Yeah,
Rubio 20 bucks, baby.
I go like for a month and a half straight, and I start,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, I fall off or something like that. I imagine that's a lot with a lot of people, and when they're ready for it, when I have the time, jiu-jitsu, you could be 70 and still, get into. So I have a lot of time. Well, not a lot of time, man, because I'm not no 27 years old, man.
My God.
So some of you train from what kind of from the beginners to where? Well, like your coaching.
Yeah.
I mean, because there's a ton of you coaches there doing different levels.
Exactly.
What is kind of your gap there?
Yeah, so I guess the demographic, is that what you're saying,
Yes.
the people that I teach? So generally speaking, for the most part, it's white belts and blue belts, anybody below me. However, don't get me wrong, every now and again, I'll get another purple belt to join the class or even somebody more advanced. And, if somebody is more advanced or at my rank in the room, then I will absolutely ask them their opinion and just see, if they agree. I just want to make sure all the coaches are on.
Excellent.
Yeah, man.
Who was I with? I went a lot on Friday nights with Dave.
Coach Dave.
Dave.
Yeah, that's my buddy, man.
Great class
Oh,
there,
yeah.
man. Great. I mean, older people, a lot, younger guys too. But there was, there's a few older guys in there. So I had fun. They kicked the fuck out of me,
Yeah.
but it was a little less. You know what I mean? They were a little more laid back about it.
Yeah.
But a great class. I haven't seen any of those guys in so long because COVID came in and the fights started getting going again. So I'm gonna have to take a trip to Triforce again.
Oh,
at some
come
point,
on
man.
down. We love having you over there, man. I'm serious. Come on down and bring your son, Stevie, if you're listening.
Come on, Stevie.
Yes, over to Triforce.
We'll talk about that too, the Stevie aspect, because I got a prize to give away, a couple of prizes to give away, because you guys are fucking nuts, man. You guys are in a group chat. It's probably crazy. This is probably nut shit. You probably get arrested for if you get in this group chat. But we'll talk about these guys like an elevated YouTube channel that I can't use today. But if anything, if you didn't watch this live and you're not on Facebook, it'll be on YouTube link tomorrow and Spotify and all that
Perfect.
other stuff. But we are just on Facebook for tonight. But my dude, as far as the jiu-jitsu aspect of it, when did you be asked, or when was the coaching you being asked to coach approached?
Yeah, so actually it's kind of funny. So do you by any chance know Greg Jarvis? He's one of our black
Yes,
belts.
yes,
Yeah, so Greg
golfer.
Jarvis. Oh yeah,
Massive golfer, yes.
He's an absolute animal. That guy is such a beast. But
Yeah.
anyway, long story short, he was actually teaching a Sunday class, and he asked me a couple of times to cover for it, and then we just kind of came to an agreement that I'll take over the class and he'll continue doing his own. They just worked well for our schedules. That's just kind of how everything worked out. And then, dude, like, I don't know what it is, but people started enjoying my class. So, I'm happy about that. That's awesome. And just started to grow slowly but surely. And then one night, I was grappling no-gi on Tuesday night with Coach Pete. And Coach Pete was asking me, hey, bro, would you be interested in teaching, my 645 class? I said, yeah, hell yeah. And then, now I started getting into teaching private lessons on the side and doing all this
awesome.
other stuff. So I'm doing a
I'd
lot
have
of
to hit
coaching
you
right
up
now.
for a couple of those. Get me like bent up a little bit to get
Yeah.
ready for the young ones. You know
Anytime
what I
you
mean?
want, brother, we'll give you a controlled beating.
Yeah, well, I can't wait. I'm filled,
We got
too.
you.
Maybe the third time in there we can put it
Yeah,
on
right?
film there. But we'll get to because I'm an old guy, 55. I got some broken things in my body, and we'll cover some of that stuff because that's in the 3/4 of kind of your other life there. But as far as jiu-jitsu, and do you compete in tournaments, or is that something you put on because you're coaching more now?
Yeah, so right now, I'll be honest with you, I haven't competed in a long time. I probably last competed when I was in chiropractic school. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One, I really need my body for my job. I mean, for those that don't know, I'm a chiropractor. So I use my hands, obviously, a ton at work. I just can't be risking busting my elbows or busting something else. However, I'm not going to lie, I have that itch really bad. I've been talking to the team about it a whole lot. My buddy Alan Monteith is helping me out. So I think I'm going to be seeing some more competing in my near future. I miss it, man. It's a lot of fun. So.
Excellent. I would imagine some of these kids that you are, or grown men or women, or that are in your class now,
Yeah.
are they competing
Oh,
now?
absolutely. Yeah.
So are you on the side of the mats for there, right, with them?
Yeah.
So how is that
Yeah.
compared to like you being on the mat and Coach Pete, or one of those Greg, or
Yeah.
helping you out? How's
So
that?
honestly, in the beginning, it felt really weird, but now as time is going on, I'm starting to realize, like, yeah, like I do have a place to teach, like newer students some really good technical skills. And honestly, it's just kind of weird because when I first started jujitsu, I would look at guys like Coach Keith and even Greg back then was a purple belt, or Alan was a purple belt back then, and those guys were gods to me. You know what I mean? So now that I'm the purple belt teaching others, it's like, shit, like what's going on? It's kind of wild. And then one of these days, I'll be standing right by their side with a black belt around my waist. So it's kind of wild how
Excellent.
how quickly things are flying by, and to see my own progress is really really incredible.
Excellent. Well, let's get to a little bit about this chiropractic gig you got going on
Yeah.
there, man. As far as being, what does that entail school wise, as far as chiropractic school, and what's the beginning and end and
Yeah.
time wise with that?
Yeah, so I'll just get right into it.
Yeah.
Basically, it takes 4 years in undergraduate school first. You need to get some type of sciences degree. For me, it ended up being kinesiology at the University of Rhode Island, which is just a fancy word for exercise science, okay, or the study of human movement, basically, if you want to get technical. Then after that, you have to go through another 4 years, 3 to 4 years, depending on the school you go to, of chiropractic school. So for me, my program was done at the University of Bridgeport School of Chiropractic, and I had done that for 4 years. We took summers off versus a lot of other programs where they do trimesters and you go straight through the summertime. So 8 years for me total schooling, and boy, did it feel like 8 long ass years in school, brother.
Yes, man.
It was a long time in school, but you know what? I loved it. I did very well. I was very happy with it, so no complaints on my end. I would definitely go back and do it again. It was a lot of fun.
Nice. Anyone else in your family in the medical field?
No, actually, I'm the first. Just growing up, man, my father's Lebanese, so coming from a Middle Eastern background, they hold a really high respect for doctors, lawyers, engineers, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like they really like status jobs, and so I was just constantly getting preached when I was younger. Try to do your best, try to make it as far as you can, blah blah blah. And it ended up revealing itself in this way because I can't picture myself being a doctor for anything else besides what I'm doing, being a chiropractor. It's so fun. Yeah.
How long have you been? How long you been from out of school
Yeah, so
and
it's
doing
been
your own gig now?
Yeah,
as
so
far as-
I graduated in December of 2020, and in the beginning, I didn't work for a little while. I was kind of waiting on a job. Long story short, didn't end up working out. So now I work for a company. It's called DeCrescenzo's Chiropractic, and I'm unbelievably happy with them. When I tell you that my when my office is literally right around the corner from Triforce, bro, it's insane. So I get a bunch of the Triforce members that come down and get treatment with
Nice.
me. And at the end of the day, when I'm done with work, I pack up my shit and I go over there. I roll for a couple hours and I head home afterwards. It's the best.
Anyone awesome? Anyone like come, when you're at Triforce, kind of back up to it?
Yeah.
Neck cracked or something?
Yeah, a couple of people. So I mean, I don't go too crazy with the adjustments at Triforce, but I definitely help out the guys anyway.
Yeah, I
that
can see.
can.
I mean, you know what I mean. You could, you want to be in
Absolutely.
your office when you're cracking these people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Obviously for legal reasons and
Yeah,
things like
exactly.
that. But
Definitely.
also when it comes to working with the guys, like Leon Davis pulled me aside today, right? I don't know if you're
Oh
you're
yeah,
familiar with
like
Leon.
he's coming down. He's gonna come down
Nasty.
with John Duma. They're
Let's
gonna come
go.
here and
John Duma, I
podcast.
worked on him today as
Did
well.
you?
So yeah, man, those are my boys. I love those guys.
Ah, fucking
So
John
yeah,
Duma. I love
they
that
both
kid.
they both pulled me aside today and they were like, "Hey, Ahnise, I'm hurting here, and I get in with some of that muscle work and I give them the goods, and that's that. So it's fun. I like having that
Nice,
role on the
man.
team, man.
Excellent, bro.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, all right. Well, student loans, or I don't know. Maybe did you have a scholarship or what?
Yeah, so I did have a scholarship, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I got student loans like you would never believe.
Okay.
A ton of them.
Okay.
A house steep.
Yeah.
However, it was worth it for the career, and it'll pay back. It
Yeah,
just takes
you're
time.
young.
You got to build it up.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
anything else. So
I was gonna say, yeah, I mean, young kid, 27, chiropractor. That's a great jiu-jitsu coach. Fucking
Thanks,
man,
brother.
doing good, man.
yeah.
As
Thank you.
far as what, all right. Well, you talked about that. Your parents talking about, doing something great with your life down the line.
Yeah.
Sports as a kid
Yeah,
that made
believe
you
it or
want to
not.
go into something like that.
Let's talk about this for a second. When I tell you I was a fat, lazy piece of shit my entire life growing up, bro. When I tell you all I did was sit on the couch, play video games, and eat cheeseburgers, I
That's
am not
it.
exaggerating.
Awesome.
So, no, I didn't really get into sports until much later in life. Actually, it was all thanks to this location called Primal Athlete Training Center in Cranston. I had a friend of mine that was working out there. He was pretty strong for his size, so I said, "Hey, let me go and do some training with this guy." And then I ended up working at Primal and coaching there for 9 years,
Is
man.
that a strength? What is that?
Strength and conditioning,
Oh, okay.
purely. It's mainly for like high school and collegiate athletes. We've had a couple of pro guys coming in and out of the gym too.
Oh, great.
Yeah, but that was a great experience, and it actually made me a lifter. So I decided to start competing in powerlifting. So
Really?
for those that are unfamiliar with it, that's the squat, bench, and deadlift. We do it in a competition, and myself and a couple of other guys, namely Dan Regan and a couple other people
Yeah,
from the
I've
University of
seen
Rhode
him do.
Island.
Yep.
Yeah, we all got together and we started a powerlifting team at the University of Rhode Island, which is still going strong today. And yeah, so that was really cool. So that's kind of when I started getting into sports, and then after undergrad is when I kind of had that horrific event that I described about my sister, and
Yeah.
then that's when I said, you know what, you only live this life once. What the hell do I want to do? I want to fight. That's what I want to do. So I learned absolutely how to defend myself, and I got really, really deep in Jitsu, and that's where I am today. And now I'm trying to build a career around it.
Excellent. And you're doing that. I mean, as far as not only helping out the MMA community, that that's going to expand down the line too.
Yeah,
You're not just going to be working on Triforce. There's other people going to be.
of course.
I imagine you see fighters all come
Yeah,
and go anyway.
absolutely.
But as far as um, you house do you do
Like go
side
out.
stuff? You know what I mean? Are you just devote? Do you do side stuff you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I mean, like I said, I do little side stuff like helping. Like for example, somebody pulled me aside today because their neck was bothering them
Yeah.
and like their upper back. It was
Yeah.
Leon Davis. So I just went in, I did a little massage work on him, and that's it. So nothing, nothing too crazy, just
Yeah.
some stuff to help the team.
Yeah.
But mainly the majority of my work is done right out of the office. That's where the good stuff is done. So
Is it how many other people are in that office? Because
it's just
listen,
myself.
I need a chiropractor. That's why I'm
Hey.
asking. I'm prying over here,
Hey.
dude, because I get so many a year, I guess, or
Yeah,
quite a few,
absolutely.
I'd imagine. But we'll go over my broken bones because man,
No
we're gonna
problem.
get your your diagnosis on me.
I
Even
am
though
too,
there's a
yeah.
big one, I'll let you know everything. There's a lot
No
of shit
problem,
going on
man.
here. But as far as opening up how long will that take? I mean, as far as going on your own, is that something you aspire to do? Are you good? Are you? I mean, everyone wants to kind of do their own thing. Is that something down the line that you want to do
Yeah, for
if
me,
opportunity
yeah,
arises?
if the opportunity arises and it makes sense, then yeah, absolutely. However, I'm open to anything because, like I said, I really love my job right now. I really love the company that I work for. They're incredible to me. So, it just, it's going to be one of those roll with the punches kind of things. Now, don't get me wrong. Do I prepare for the worst? Do I put money away for my future? Of course. But, the bottom line is, whatever happens next, whatever that next step is, I'll take it one step at a time. I mean, I guess the aspiration would be to have Kassab Chiropractic and, make a big hoopla about it and have a bunch of fighters coming
Yeah.
out the door. But at the end of the day, what's a dream versus what's realistic? We'll see what happens.
Yeah, you're bringing them. I mean, of course, they have to love you. You're bringing these. You're bringing them a whole nother, a whole nother department there of
Yeah.
people, fighters, and stuff like that. So
In fact, actually, Steve, if I may intervene for a second,
yeah,
I want to
it's
talk.
fucking your
I
show.
just want to talk about I just want to talk about like what my mission is with all of this too, because my main goal with combining chiropractic and jiu-jitsu, I'm not just trying to market myself as some guy that does jiu-jitsu and is a chiropractor and whatever, put on the big show and all that other shit. That's not the most important thing to me. What I really want to do is have my piece of the puzzle so we can level up jiu-jitsu and MMA in New England. Because I really feel like we have some incredible rising stars. I mean, in our gym alone, we got some animals, So my goal is to really kind of have my piece of the puzzle, whether it's through medical or through coaching or whatever, to kind of level us up and break us through and get to that next step to really get New England on the map. Because we have some great guys, some real promising talent. We have people in that gym that are killers that don't even compete. So it's just, it's crazy to me. And I really feel like we can continue to carry our flag as New England fighters and
Yep.
really break through on the world stage and get really talented. I believe that we can do it here in Rhode Island. We have the talent. So
Well, that's awesome, man. We have the brains, and
Thanks,
We
brother.
have the passion out of you, man. That's good stuff, man.
Thanks, brother.
We'll get to there's other stuff that you're doing too. You have a YouTube channel
Yeah.
that you talk about how healing the body in jiu-jitsu
Yeah.
and all that other stuff. So we'll talk about that.
Of course.
But I want to get to how I met you and how we're kind of connected
Yeah.
other than here. I met you at a Triforce when I
Yeah.
was in my fresh new Triforce gi and stuff like that. I don't know. I've been there a couple of weeks and I ran into you. And I don't know if you knew me from the podcast, and you went, hey, I hang around with your son Steve. And I went, what? And I'm like, what? And, and that's how I met you, like that day. So you're connected. You hang out with my son.
I love your son like a brother. You don't even understand.
Is that right?
When I tell you I talk to your son every single day, I'm not exaggerating. Yeah. So, it's actually kind of funny how we linked up. So I didn't even know you were Steven's father. I had no idea. I just thought you were the cool dude going around doing all these podcasts.
So you were hanging out with him before that?
Yeah, I was hanging out with him before that. Yeah. And then finally I drew the connection and it hit me one day. God, they even look alike. Like, I don't know, like, it didn't even, like, you guys have the same name, you look alike, it just never clicked. I don't know why, But long story short, I went to high school with your son, and, we were friendly in high school, but nothing like what we are today. Now we're really close, and we hang out with a big group of friends basically all the times, probably, like, anywhere from, like, 10 to 15 of us at this point. One big happy family, brother. I'd do anything for your son. Seriously, he's good people.
Yeah, he's a good kid. And to mention that, like, when he said, hey, my buddy's going to be on your show. He said Thursday. So he confused me. He said
that. Yeah, he texted that to us, too.
Did he text Thursday?
It was an accident. Yeah.
So, he said he called me yesterday. I was, like, playing cards. I'm in a card league. And he's like, hey, my boy's coming on your show Thursday. I went, I don't remember anyone Thursday. You know what I mean? I look at my calendar the next day, and, I do everything on the fly. That's why we're not on YouTube tonight. You know what I mean? But I'm like, and then I went, Thursday, and you and I messaged each other the same exact fucking time this morning to confirm.
Yeah, literally.
Like, I'm on it. I'm like, I got to message him, see if he's like, if it's still Tuesday. Does he think it's Thursday? What's going on? And you messaged me the same exact time saying, hey, are we still on tonight?
Yeah, I literally clicked send, and then my phone vibrated. I was like, what the hell? We texted each other. It was a weird time, too. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning. I was like, just a friendly reminder, I'm coming tonight.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. And you mentioned, like, you watched... you were watching my podcast before, or checking out interviews or whatever before that.
Of course.
I mean, that's what, 4 years, 3 years or 4 years ago or so.
It's been quite a
That's
bit.
when I had just had the phone against the wall, and I was like fucking going live with that friggin' thing.
Man.
I still haven't learned because.
Well, you look like you've learned. I'll tell you that. I mean, it looks great.
Like my Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah.
I got electronic drum set. I didn't hook it up though because he's playing. But
that's sick though.
I fucking. Stevie, I tell you I was in rock bands growing up.
I didn't know that.
25 years. I played in
25 years you were playing music?
Heavy metal bands, yeah.
That's not heavy metal bands?
Oh, yeah. I was in
you gotta show me videos,
I was in a,
You gotta show me videos.
Oh, they're all over YouTube.
Are they really?
I was in thrash metal bands and everything. I had hair flying everywhere.
Did you really?
Oh, yeah, I was fucking Fabio to the max, baby.
Oh, you shouldn't have told me that. You should not have told me that. You son of a bitch. Those are gonna go everywhere.
Stevie was like 3 years old. I'm dancing. He didn't know what's going on. We were playing some heavy shit. But yeah, I played for years.
That explains a lot about Steven, little Steven.
Yeah.
We're still headbanging, bro. Any concert we go to.
He's crazy. So he's got a stepsister.
Okay.
And she's 19. So I'm going with her to her first concert, and it's a band that they're death metal fucking craziness.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be subject to almost death come May. We're going to a show downtown. I'm taking to her first show, and it's like some speed metal, friggin' death metal band. So it's gonna be,
so
I'm gonna be throwing people around like anyone goes near her, I'm gonna be crazy now.
Be careful. You just told me your body is beat up.
Yeah, but I still friggin', I don't care.
Go ahead. I'll give you a business card on the way.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna be seeing you. So to get to that, let's talk a little bit about me, man, because
please,
you work on all types of. I'm in pretty good shape. I go to the go to the gym at least 3 times a week and stuff.
Yeah.
I got arthritis in my shoulder.
Okay.
To the point I could get shoulder replacement anytime, like they said. But I'm going through the pain right now. Like as far as like anything to, because my body's so stiff because I'm like trying to, offset that because
it hurts.
My mobility and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do you see people like that? Do they come in do you see arthritic people come in?
Oh my God, all the
like
time,
that?
brother.
I mean, even I'll talk to you, post-operation, and do you get them?
Yeah.
I mean, not post. Yeah, but post and pre-operation, you must get them both kind of.
Yeah,
because they're stiff. They had major operations. They're just like.
Absolutely.
Like.
Yeah. So, long story short, when it comes to so for you, let's keep it with your example.
Yeah, and I'll tell you more about it because I'll ask you your opinion on a couple of
Yeah,
operations they offer as far as you know,
sure.
the traditional shoulder replacement. Then they have another one for the more
Yeah.
athletic guy that wants to stay
Yeah, so
kind of.
to be honest with you, I'm just not gonna lie to you. I'm not too well rounded
Yeah,
with those surgeries. However, I do know that shoulder. I do know plenty of people that have had shoulder replacements with a lot of success. So I will definitely tell you that. But as far as like seeing people like post op, usually we'll see people post op like if they're like if it's been like a little while and they're coming in because they need treatment. And usually it's spine related.
yep,
Okay, so like I won't see too many people post op for a shoulder. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna go to physical therapy.
yeah,
All right, but I might see some people like post op a couple of months later come into my office. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be cracking their back if they got like a back surgery and they have hardware and
yeah.
screws in there. I'm not going to be doing that. But there are other things that I can do to kind of take the edge off or whatever they're complaining. I can definitely adjust the other mid back, the neck, and things like that. But as far as shoulders are concerned, there are certain things that I can do to treat the shoulder.
Yep.
The majority of what you want to do, though, for your specific case, is you want to utilize a lot of exercise. So for you, if it's like a little bit of a mobility problem, you want to stretch out all the local soft tissue. So for you, it's going to be the muscles right on
Yeah,
the
I
armpit here
feel
and in the
that
front.
big tightness there.
Exactly. You're going to want to stretch out that region 100%. And then you're also going to want to strengthen your rotator cuff muscle. Okay. The main reason why most people get rotator cuff tears or rotator cuff problems is because they got a weak and the rotator cuff isn't prepared to handle whatever stresses that you're putting on it. So just remember, my friend, strong things don't break. All right, strong things don't break. So make it nice and strong, mobilize the area, and you never know. Maybe your pain will go down to a point where you might even consider pushing the surgery off or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. Like, I had a major fall. I broke my collarbone,
I remember
so
you told
that's
me. I'm
yeah,
sorry
that
to hear
set me
about that.
back,
Seriously.
and I fell
Yeah.
on the same shoulder that I had arthritis. So I think that
Yeah.
kind of like messed it up. But having a broken collarbone and this not being able to exercise for like what 4 months, 5 months,
Yeah.
really that shoulder got like so stiff, and like
Yeah.
now I'm at the point I'm kind of back where I was, but the pain is like
Pain's nuts.
yeah, but I'm going through it because I don't want to go through
Yeah.
being set off for like yeah. But I've gone to the guys and they go there's a couple of procedures and one like you're back to normal basically by 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
Um, I'm in a group page. Some guys are like doing jitsu and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and it's
I've heard positive things.
yeah. There's a
Seriously.
couple of different. There's one shoulder replacement they use plastic, and then you go that's for someone that's not really going to be
Moving around.
yeah, using like lifting or
Yeah.
you really being active with that shoulder. I mean, it probably more of the older person that's in the senior years.
Absolutely.
Someone 55 or who's been killing their body their whole life. I could have got it from playing drums, carrying mail,
Yeah. You
just
never know. It could
killing my
literally be
body,
from anything.
being
Yeah.
in the gym all the time.
Use your body. God bless you.
It could be
Yeah.
hereditary. It could be all that stuff. But I could take the pain. It's just fucking. It's just the lack of mobility.
It's a lack
that
of mobility.
really
You
gets
can't get
me,
your
like,
arm up over your
pissed.
head.
It
Yeah.
sucks, and it's like you know what I mean. It's
Yeah.
like you want to lift that weight and stuff like that, and then I see these guys that get the shoulder replacement, and they're like doing all the stuff that they used to do. So I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to come see you get loosened up
Yeah.
before.
Come on through.
So what
Yeah.
they said was what I've been doing is like, hey, if you think you're gonna do it, make sure your body's in like really good shape. You're not like sitting on the couch and shit like that because
Absolutely.
you want to be strong after that operation. At least the rest of your body to push you through. So that's what
Definitely.
I'm trying to do now.
Always move, bro. Always
That's
move.
it.
Don't ever turn into a couch potato. Seriously. This is the example that I use with everybody. I have patients who come in, they don't do any movement whatsoever. All they do is sit down all day. Then they get hurt, and then they're hurt and they're in that pain for years and years. Okay? Versus an athlete who, might tear his ACL and he's back on the field in like 6 months. What's the difference? The difference is the commitment to being able to move your body. When you are injured, you got to move. You cannot just sit down and be a potato. Now, don't get me wrong. Are there exceptions? Of course, there are exceptions, okay? And a lot of doctors might disagree with me, especially the older generation. However, the research is showing you got to move. In fact, have you ever heard of the RICE protocol, rest, ice, compress, and elevate whenever you get like an acute
Yeah.
injury? You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
So now there's a new terminology that my professor taught me that's called police, okay? So you want to protect the area. You want to optimally load the area, POL, okay? So optimally load, what does that mean? What that means is getting up and actually moving your body a little bit, loading the structure to a degree that you can handle. We're not trying to pick the scab and piss off the area.
Yeah.
What we're trying to do is just get some blood flow going. Movement is medicine, okay? And then the ICE at the end obviously stands for ice, compress, and elevate. All right, so yeah, optimally load it, man. I mean, you got to move your body around. That's the only way that you're going to recover. You cannot just sit still. It's just going to make things worse. You got to,
Okay.
bro.
That's
Yeah.
why there's physical therapy and shit to keep
Physical
that
therapy
fucking shit
revolve. They
going.
live in that neighborhood. They live in the movement neighborhood. I love physical therapy. It's a fantastic service. Okay, chiropractic is fantastic too. Obviously, I became a chiropractor. I love it. But in my opinion, the two should kind of be working in conjunction with one another. Okay, we'll worry about the passive care, the manipulation, things like that. Physical therapy, they should worry more about the active care and things of that nature. In my opinion, everyone's gonna have different.
Excellent. Lot you, dude. I got your Instagram right here. You know what I want? I just want to show a little bit, and I'm gonna get to your
Yeah,
YouTube channel so people
sure.
can see it and they can
Oh man,
share it and stuff like that.
love you for
Let's
that.
see if
Thank
that
you.
works out. I mean, you could talk about it. You don't have a, I'll show some Triforce pictures.
Yeah, please
Oh,
do.
there we go, right
That's
there.
my
So,
hometown,
is
baby.
that so? That's you all right if I show your sister? You
Please
wanna? All
do. That's
right.
my beautiful little
So
sister.
I
You
did
kidding
see
me?
you post this on
Yeah.
the other day,
Mm.
showing her, man. Like I said, I'm so sorry for
Oh, yeah.
that, man.
Thank you.
But
Thank you for your kind words, man. I appreciate
I
that.
lost a brother. He was, older,
Still
30,
though,
38 years old. But yeah, you
you still know.
that's a tough thing for a family, man.
Oh, 100%, bro. Tough.
So let's get to oh, so today did
Well,
you
this was
post
the
this
other day,
today?
actually. Yeah, this is Danny Steven. Danny, I hope you are watching this because we're giving you a little shout out here. This is one of my private clients, man, and this kid is a hustler, bro. He's always showing up. He's always ready to work. The other day, he hurt his finger, and I thought to myself, oh, all right, goddamn, like this kid's gonna be out for a little while. He came in here with a taped up finger and just got right to work. A white belt did that. I was like, damn, good for you, man. So this kid is killing it. He's busting his ass. Love to see it.
Nice. All
Yeah.
right. So
That's me beating up people and explaining what's going on.
here,
That's John
come over
Cummings.
here.
That's John Cummings. You see that, John?
I'm making
Nah,
you
that's my
obey.
buddy.
That's what you did
Yeah.
to John's neck.
Yeah, right.
So this is
That's my buddy.
Hey,
All love to
so
John.
this is some of the
Yeah.
stuff I was talking about with your YouTube channel, and then you
Yeah.
describe things as far as what
Absolutely.
goes on with the body in jiu-jitsu, how to repair, and how to keep that
Yes.
body strong and moving. So
Yes.
talk about that. What you're trying to do as far as here. I mean, you spoke about trying to elevate the fighters and stuff here, but now
Yeah.
you're teaching people how to. You're throwing that on social media.
Exactly.
So that's another kind of avenue you're looking to do, right?
Yes, big time. So actually, I want to do a lot more with this stuff. I mean, yeah, Instagram posts are fun. The YouTube videos are fun. I also want to get into writing a lot about this kind of information. So that's kind of what I'm doing now, man. And
Gary Milato,
that's
look
my
at the
buddy.
size of that
That's
motherfucker.
my buddy. I know, right? Look at that goofball. I love him, man. He's
Such
such
a
good
good
people.
dude,
Oh, he's
man.
one of the best. And that's an animal. That's from my powerlifting days. Tommy Godstruck. Tommy, love you to death, buddy.
Awesome.
So,
Hitting
yeah.
everyone over
Yep,
here.
that's my little brother on the left, and that's Dan Phelps. Mr. Dan
Oh,
Phelps
that's
is the
Dan
man.
Powerlifter, man.
Oh yeah, he's the best, dude. Good people.
Excellent. Look, I'm
Oh,
going.
yeah.
Look what we have a day. Oh, look
Yeah.
at that hand. That's the poster I stole. That's the picture I
That's the
stole
picture
today.
you stole, and
There
that's
it
me
is.
looking like a goon. Check
Is that you and
out,
my
dude.
son at
Yeah.
like Lollapalooza getting bombed or something?
I think that was at Electric Zoo. I don't know if Steven was with us that year. Maybe he was. I don't remember. But yeah, no, that's fine. That's just me.
All right, let me check your YouTube out
Please
here,
do,
just so we can
man.
get address and stuff like that. So how long have you had this channel?
So I actually just started it. I have 2 videos uploaded right now, and I have a lot more coming. I have a ton of content on my phone, man, but you know how it is. It's a full-time job
Oh,
getting this stuff
fuck
out on
yeah,
the internet,
man.
man. It's nuts. So yeah, this is a little video that I made about mid-back pain for grapplers, but anybody can use it. I'm just trying to appeal to my niche. Andiamo Fightwear, baby. That's Vinny Tedesco's company. Makes really, really great quality rash guards. And yeah, man, basically, I'm just kind of covering some of the basic issues that grapplers face every day. Neck pain, mid-back pain. I have one on shoulders that I'm coming out with soon. Low backs that I'm coming out with soon. And how to stop it. Because at the end of the day, what is one of the biggest issues
I
that
just
grapplers face?
subscribed.
Yeah, thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
Everybody that listening or will be listening, hit that subscribe button. Get on that page. So it's Dr.
Job, yeah,
Your-
you got
your
it. Dr.
regular-
Ahnise
your name.
Kassab, just my name, brother.
That's easy right there. So
Yeah, man. So it's been fun, but what I'm primarily focusing on is trying to minimize the injuries as much as humanly possible. It is a combat sport that we're involved in. We are beating the crap out of each other, and we are putting each other in some really bad positions. We need to stay on top of preventing.
excellent, my man. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
man.
Primal Athlete.
Primal Athlete Training Center. That
Where
was
is
my place.
where is this located? What city?
That's in Cranston. That's in Cranston, Rhode Island.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah,
cool.
Coach Matt Ellis owns it. We work with a wide variety of different athletes. This is me back in the powerlifting
Oh, I gotta
days,
get back.
so-
Is that you there too? Right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, that's me squatting too. So just those were all like older powerlifting days, just different stuff that I did. They were
Look
fun, but
you.
yeah, that guy's an absolute freak of nature. That's Aaron Comer. He's a beast.
This you, right? Who's
Yeah,
it?
that's me. That's wearing a bench
What's
press
that?
shirt.
315? What is that?
That's
How much?
315 to a 3 board, I think, or maybe no, that was 385 to a 3 board with a shirt on. So don't be fooled. The shirt does help you. However, it's a skill in and of itself. That shirt is
Jesus.
incredibly difficult. And
Who's
this
that?
500-pound deadlift plus 40 pounds of chains, baby. That was a good lift. I was happy about
That's
that one.
you?
Yeah, that's me, man.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
See you later.
Fuck, man.
I did have a deadlift suit on, but they don't really help.
Look at
that
how
much.
mad you
Yeah.
are. No, you have it. Fuck, dude. Dude, check you out, man. That's cool.
Thank
I
you,
would have
bro.
never thought that was you, man.
Thanks, my man. I appreciate that.
Nice,
Baby in those days.
man. This right here. Look,
That's Michael
I'm at it.
Georges. He's a fellow chiropractor. He works for the same company.
Excellent.
That's my buddy
man.
right there. I love you, Mike.
Fucking dude, man, all
Yeah.
the women must be going to this fucking chiropractor, man. I know you got. I think you got a girl. Can I show you a girl? You got a. Oh, that's
no,
him.
so that's actually an old picture. That's not my girlfriend. That's somebody I used to date. But don't worry about it. I
No,
don't care.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna show that.
No,
Fuck
it's
that.
okay.
Get that off there.
I do have a girlfriend. She's amazing. Love you, Cass.
I met her. I met her.
Yeah, you did meet her. You met her at the bar at Miller's.
Yes, I
yeah.
met her at when Stevie and when I ran into you at Miller's
Yes,
Crossing.
Absolutely. That was a great night, man.
Do
I
you-
love
do you,
talking to you.
There's a couple of dudes there, jiu-jitsu guys from
Yeah.
Coventry BJJ.
Yes, sir.
Drewy and
Yep,
his
Drewy
his-
and Matthew Eden.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had met them for the first time when
Nobody
Jorgen-
caused a problem at Miller's.
when you what's that?
Nobody caused any
No,
problems.
not
at
at all.
Gonna get your
not-
ass kicked by
Fuck,
Matt and
strangled.
Drewy.
You wouldn't even know it. So we when Jorgen DeCastro fought for CES down in Providence, and
Yeah.
I don't think Gary. No, the Gary was at that show just checking it out. But
Yeah, Gary wasn't fighting that.
we
night.
all went to Miller's Crossing.
Oh no way! Right
The-
after.
like all the fight, like a lot of the fighters and shit like that. Jorgen DeCastro, all that. When we walked
Yeah.
in, like everybody was like, "Who is this gang coming in?" Like just a herd of fucking mountain of men, scary fighter men. You know what I mean?
Jorgen is scary in and of himself.
He
I met
is,
him a
he
few
just, like-
times. He's talented.
Yeah, he's a big guy. He's at Jackson Wink right now. Getting,
Is he? No
yeah,
way. Oh, good. God bless him.
They're
Man.
giving him mad training because he's fighting Junior Dos Santos. So
He's fighting Junior Dos Santos.
that's headline and main event for
So hard to keep
Khabib.
up.
I know that everyone's fighting
Hard
everywhere.
to keep up, bro.
You got there's fighters going everywhere. All right, let's switch that. As far as do you watch local? I know Triforce guys are fighting every other
Oh,
weekend.
Yeah, literally.
We just had two jiu-jitsu guys compete
Yes,
at
we
Cage
did.
Titans
Yes, we
Saturday
did.
night. I was there. I saw Dion.
Yeah.
Who did I see? Yeah,
Wait,
Dion. I saw.
Oh, you did? You saw
Yeah,
Dion at the
yeah,
event?
yeah,
I didn't know Dion was at the event.
Yeah.
No, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we had my buddy Shane won his match via armbar. He had the guy up against the cage and he sat back for a sick armbar. That was a really nice finish to look at. And then, dude, I gotta take a second and talk about this kid, Kyle Pavao. I'm not so sure how to pronounce his last name. This kid is 19 years old. And holy shit, he's fucking scary. Like, he is scary, bro. This kid is deadly. He won his match via heel hook, and no disrespect to his opponent, but I guess his opponent started complaining like, "Oh, he didn't even pass my guard." He
just started talking about how he,
Yeah, which I respectfully disagree with. I mean, I get your point, but come on, we're in 2022, bro. You gotta
of
learn
the
leg
game.
locks,
Yeah.
and it's part of the game.
Yeah.
It's part of the game. Yeah.
Exactly, man. Yeah, it was great, and I was like, I knew his Triforce people, but I wasn't realize, Dion was in the corner and stuff, but
Yeah.
he's always in there. So he
Dion
went
is
by
the
me, and I went like,
best.
"Hey," I'm like, "What's going on?" I said, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, because there was no Triforce guys, MMA fighters. Like, my fucking guys. He's like, "The
Yeah.
fucking guys are fucking." I said, "Oh shit, sorry, dude." He's
Yeah.
like, you guys are everywhere. What
Dude,
are you gonna do?"
that's Dion, man. He's a great member of the team. I love Dion to death. I came up with him. Honestly, we started at roughly the same time. He might have started a little bit ahead of me. He's a brown belt now, and he's fantastic. I love working with that guy. He's the best. Dion, love you, brother.
Very mellow dude too.
Oh yeah, super mellow, super chill, and he
Yeah.
grapples that way. It's kind of freaky. 'Cause
Yeah.
sometimes you'll get ahead, and you're like, "Why is he so?" Yeah, you know what I mean. And then
sitting and waiting.
yeah, then you're choking on your own spit.
Sitting and waiting. So as far as work wise, we'll go
Yeah.
for another 15 minutes.
Whatever
I
you
know.
wanna
I know
do.
you. I know you got to get to work.
I'm in no rush.
So as far as work, what's you 9 to 5 guy every day?
Yeah,
kinda
so
like-
actually, I will talk about my schedule
Yeah.
for a second. I have long ass days, man. I'm not gonna pretend like I don't. So, usually I'm in the office anywhere between 8 and 8:30. It just depends on the day. Lately, it's been 8:30, and then I'm there all day long. We don't close until 6, and sometimes I have some paperwork to do afterwards. So we usually end around 6:30. I do have a 2-hour lunch break. I won't pretend like that's not true. And not great, I won't pretend like that's not true. But yeah, and then after that, I head right over to Triforce, whether I'm coaching or I'm training or both. And then sometimes I'm not walking in the door at my house until like 10 o'clock, 9:30 on a really late night. And then know, but God bless my mother. She's always cooking. So I always have food waiting for me. Love you, mom.
Isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome?
It's the best. So, I just grub up and go to bed, wake up and do the same thing the next day. Even my strength and conditioning work, I'm very passionate about strength and conditioning. Obviously, I came up and started coaching at Primal with Coach Matt Ellis. Even that has kind of had to slow down a little bit. And now, instead, what I do for strength and conditioning is after practice, I'll grab some kettlebells or I'll do like a body weight circuit or something like that, just because you only have so much time.
Yeah.
You only have so much time, so it's been tough. But at some point when free time opens up a little bit more, I'll start hitting the weight heavy and hard again. Do enjoy it, fun.
That's what I love kettlebells. That's what I try to
Oh,
do
they're
mostly
great.
now. Just kettlebells and body weight kind of exercises, stuff like
It's
that.
tremendous for jujitsu, man, because it builds
Huge.
your stabilizers.
Yeah.
That's one thing. And also the other thing, I love heavy weightlifting. However, and this is just my opinion, there will be plenty of people who disagree with me on this, and that's totally fine. With super heavy weightlifting, I find that it teaches me to work harder on the mats, which I don't like. And I find that calisthenics, fancy word for body weight training, and kettlebells, they teach me to be more efficient, and that translates. Maybe it's just in my head. If it is in my head, who cares? God bless me, whatever works. But at the end of the day, that's what I feel. So that's kind of the wave I'm riding now. Is a lot of kettlebell work, a lot of body weights.
And I think body reacts to it just as far as like
Yeah,
your physique and everything. I mean, a total body workout with some of that shit you're doing there.
absolutely. Yeah,
Um, there was some. Oh, that's what to get back at the MMA
yeah. Go
because we
ahead.
talked about. Do you follow like local regional MMA? I know you don't
Yeah,
have much time, but
of
I
course.
mean, as far as out there, I mean, you got training partners that are ranked in,
Yeah,
New England. You follow it? You a big fan of like what's going on out there as far
yeah.
as New England?
Absolutely. So, I don't want to exaggerate. My main concern is Triforce.
Yes.
Those are my teammates. Those are my guys. I'm doing my best to be there to support them as much as possible. My brother, one of my best friends, Gary Boletto, I will always be there to support his fights, and of course, any of the team whenever I can make it, I absolutely try to make it. So, I'm involved in, not involved. I don't want to use the term, but I definitely try to keep up with the community as much as possible. However, for the most part, I care about my guys. I care about the guys at Triforce. I care about my teammates. That's my biggest concern. Who's fighting for the title? Who's fighting where? Trying to contract here, there. That's the stuff I try my best to keep. And even that's hard, man. You're talking about a much smaller group of people than the rest of New England, and it's still hard for me to keep up. But
Yeah,
I'm
they're
totally
always
trying.
fighting. I mean,
They're always fighting, and they're savages, bro, and they're always evolving.
they're
You know?
always in training camp.
Oh
All
my
of them.
god, bro, it's nuts. And real quick, I just want to comment on Triforce. I mean, for anybody that's out there interested in training or whatever, guys, come to Triforce. I'm serious. This place is unbelievable. When you come, though, I just want to say one thing. Be humble, be prepared to learn because you are walking into a room full of killers. There are some classes, man. There are some nights like I'm on the mats with all the black belts. I got like a bunch of pro fighters like John Duma, Nate Andrews, of course Pete Jeffries, freaking incredible.
Yeah.
And dude, it's like if you're a stud, you walk into that practice room, you're a regular person. You're nobody to them. You know what I'm trying to say? It is a hard gym.
Yeah.
These guys are very talented. So we have some serious talent come out. I can't emphasize it enough.
And there's different nights for different walks of life, and
Yeah.
they have that. You want to get in there with the Sharks, man. You can get in there,
Yes.
but you know, pass at your own risk there, man. With that stuff there, but
Absolutely. Well, we have plenty of class, and we're always going to appeal to anybody. If it's your day one, we're going to take care of you.
yeah,
We're going to make sure you have a
definitely,
fun time.
definitely.
We're not going to be jerks there.
Dan Cormier and stuff like that.
Oh, love him.
Yeah, he's like he was
The best.
I was doing his classes. He was just like so good.
Oh,
Like
he's
right,
fantastic.
you'd be just like
Yeah.
just so good.
He taught me an arm lock technique that I literally use every day. Literally, I use it every day. Fantastic. And he's a little guy. He's 120 pounds. You
Yeah,
can kill anybody you want.
nuts,
It's nuts.
nuts.
It's really great. We got some freaks in there, man. Wild.
So as far as that, I have to. I'm gonna uh privates with you.
Come through.
I tell you, I'm
I'd
gonna.
love to do that.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
I would love to do
Um,
that with you.
yeah, I'll talk to you about that. Or,
Perfect.
I'll message.
Yeah, hit me
Yeah,
up
get
whenever
in
you
there.
want, brother.
Yeah,
I'm around.
yeah, and then I'll. I talked to Pete. Pete when he sees me at the shows, he goes, come back. He just wants to beat me up a little bit.
Of course he wants
He
to
wants
beat
to
you
know
up.
like Pete. Pete's a drummer.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we kind of like
I always forget, but yeah.
yeah, we kind of a great drummer by that.
Yeah, I know. So I've heard. Unfortunately, I haven't heard him
Yeah,
perform
he
yet. I need to.
but so there's a vibe there, drummer, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
cool.
So,
All right.
so and we're old. Well, I'm older
And
than
we're
him.
old.
I'm older than him, but you know what I mean? Like he's
Yeah.
like most of you kids to him. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
of
His
course.
kids, kind of.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So, um, but yeah, it's like when I see him, it's like, when are you gonna come back? It's like, I'll someday.
absolutely.
Um, yeah, I'll get some privates with you. See if my shoulder can.
Yeah, man, and we'll take it one step at a
Yeah,
time.
exactly, exactly. Anything else you want to cover? Anything else you want to throw out there? Anything?
Honestly, I will throw this out there. Guys, if you're a grappler, if you're an MMA fighter, guys, stop living your lives with so much pain. I'm not like, listen, I don't even care. You don't even have to come to me. I don't give a shit. You don't even have to come to me. I'm serious. Go see somebody, get your pain taken care of. If you're not doing any strength and conditioning, do some strength and conditioning. If you're not getting treatment on a regular basis, get some treatment on a regular basis. Protect yourselves, all right? Because remember, and especially my guys at Triforce, I love every single one of you. We're out there to win. We're out there to make a statement. We're out there to really put New England on the map. Really take care of yourselves because injuries are debilitating and they will stop you. I have a brother right now. God bless him. He tore his ACL though. He's out with an ACL injury. So, just at me, I've been out with tons and tons of injuries. So learn from us. Learn from the guys that did it before you. Try to protect yourself and be safe. That's the main thing I want to let everybody know. And guys like me are here for it.
Excellent, my man. You know what I'm gonna do when I do actually have the shoulder operation?
Yeah.
I'm gonna document the whole thing, video,
Oh, hell yeah.
blog it, and then video blog my recovery and getting myself back into shape and shit like that.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna blow up. I'm gonna be a star in New England. And then
1,000 subscribers, you're already a
then
star.
1,000. We'll get to that. And then tournament. Yeah, I'm getting way ahead of myself.
So far, you owe Dion $20 and me $20, bro.
We are talking a 3-year span here.
Yeah, right? For real. For real.
So last thing I want to say to you is,
Yeah, man, hit me.
I don't know if I mentioned it, but when my son, you being a friend with my son and my son saying, our big goal was to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I've been grinding for that. It's hard to get people to Facebook. Forget it, I got a 30,000 follower fucking shit post page.
Easier for Facebook.
But if they want to come on, a YouTube serious thing, it's hard to get them on there. But we've been grinding. I've been in New England MMA for, I think, we've been together as a unit right before COVID. So it's probably been 2.5 years, say 2 years since we launched. And the YouTube channel back then, it was just mine. I put all my interviews from the last 7 years on it. So it had I shouldn't say only because I were 450 followers on it. But I never really used it. All I did was upload my interviews on it, but I would go Facebook Live all the time. And then I started going YouTube Live and then just stopped going Facebook Live and just sharing that link from YouTube.
Yeah.
It's been a grind, but for the last 2 years, we got to 1,000 followers today because of
go.
fucking you and my son.
Your son mainly.
And
Your son mainly.
all your friends, because he put, in a group chat,
Yeah.
he threw the link out there, and everyone, all your group friends, all your friends,
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
backing you, supporting you.
Actually.
They want them backs cracked, so they're
Yeah.
fucking following, man. So they all jumped on there. We went by. My son and I were going by doing screenshots of we're at 999.
Oh, yeah, dude.
So last thing, before I let you speak,
no problem.
somebody's winning something tonight, and it is the 1,000th 1,000 subscriber. And Stevie told me his name, so he's gonna get a hoodie and a New England MMA shirt. Coming out of New England, straight out of New England. That's our shirt. So what's his name? Joey Wilcox.
Joey Wilcox.
Do you know Joey?
I don't. He must not have been in but maybe Steven knows him.
Yeah, Stevie knows him.
Yeah,
He maybe works with Stevie.
Yeah.
Stevie said he is a friend of mine on Facebook.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I do know Joey. Forgive me. I might just not know his last name.
That's all right.
Yeah,
Joey,
yeah.
but he said Joey Wilcox. So Joey Wilcox, if you're listening tonight, and it's on Facebook, so you are a friend of mine. You have won a hoodie. Stevie says you're a medium, so I'm sure you gave him your size, so you know it's coming. So I will be shipping that to you. I will be getting your address. I will either ship it to myself, give it to my son to give, or we'll get it to you. But thank you, Stevie, and Joey Wilcox for that 1,000. It's probably up to 1,020 right now with all your fucking friends. But I appreciate it, man. This is what makes me feel like I'm doing something.
Dude,
it's far like the support back is this.
Oh,
Bottles, a
yeah.
couple at a time. Quality instead of quantity.
Hey, listen, man, we love what you're doing. Seriously, you have no idea how much we love it. And you're really one of the few guys out there doing it, especially in New England. And it's awesome. It's so cool to be able to come out on this platform. You know what I mean? So, seriously, we can't thank you enough, brother. It's been awesome. A lot of our exposure has been because of you.
Excellent. Stevie almost came down tonight.
Yeah,
He just,
I know.
he
I
had to
know.
go to something, or they're having a meeting or something. He was going to sit down the side. I would have got a cameo. He could have came out and seen how handsome he is in this place.
That's a handsome
Yeah,
bastard.
I did post his picture with his girlfriend, his beautiful girlfriend,
Oh, I love
the other
Alessia.
day. Everyone's like,
Yeah.
"Holy shit!"
Oh, such a good girl.
that
She's
that
awesome.
kid did not come from your genes, buddy. Dude, man. With that said, anything else you want to say? Social media, I have it up here. But your chiropractic business,
Yeah.
anything you want to numbers, everything. Throw it out there, my friend.
Yeah, guys. So once again, my name is Dr. Ahnise Kassab, chiropractor in Central Falls. I work at D. Crescenzo's Chiropractic in Central Falls, guys. If you want to call and book an appointment, 401-365-1212. I'm also a coach at Triforce MMA. Anybody interested in coming in and trying some jiu-jitsu, some striking, some MMA, you have aspirations to be a fighter, come check out Triforce. I promise you guys will not regret it. Guys, thank you so much. And Steve, thank you so much for having me on, brother.
Awesome, my man. I will attach those links to Triforce and to your business where you work
Yeah.
to this interview once we are done. And I apologize for not going live on YouTube. The main reason why I had all your friends join, but that will be that link will be on YouTube, so you can share it anywhere. Of course, it will be on Spotify by the morning. Also, little clips here and there will be thrown on YouTube and all that stuff. Dude, anytime you want to come back, training partners,
Yeah.
one of the fighters, come back, not necessarily talk about chiropractic, just talk about MMA in general, what's going on at the gym,
do it.
man. Doors always open. This is why, like, I'd rather do this. I love interviewing fighters, but I want people in here. I want to, you know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
Yeah, man.
I
Oh,
want-
I'll
I
definitely
just
be
wanna
back,
talk
brother.
shit.
I'll be hounding you. Get me on there again. Get me on there again.
All right, my
It's
man.
been fun,
Anytime.
man.
Next time we'll have Stevie down here. You can sit in the corner,
Oh,
fucking,
100%.
get us air here and there, waters, whatever he needs. So with that
Awesome.
said, more subscribers to YouTube. It's New England MMA. Follow us, newenglandmma.org. New England MMA everywhere, Facebook, all that good stuff. Our next show will be at No Boundary. Not sure the day. I think it's April 22nd, somewhere around there. And then we're back at Cage Titans in June, May. There's a couple of Combat Zone. All this stuff is back, man. So we'll be busy as fucks. But I will be getting a couple of privates with you. I swear to God, I will come down.
I'm gonna be holding you to
Yeah,
it,
I
Steve.
will. I know you will haunt me. You'll fucking go right to
Gonna be
Steve.
knocking on
Stevie,
your
where's-
door.
Stevie, where's your dad? Fucking dad. Where's your dad? All right, with that said, man, thank you so much for coming on,
Thank
man.
you, man.
And sit tight. We'll talk and
Sounds good.
let out. We're out of here, people.
Later.